Pay attention to the girl in the back. This woman is a regular customer of this restaurant. She is those customers who usually order a plate of food and end up not eating it, and there are always leftovers, right? A waste. You can see the girl's situation there. Always. Looking at the woman, who in turn receives a call on her mobile phone. She is distracted. And the girl is always walking from one place to another. Do you realize? She tries to grab something. She goes over there, looks at the plate, but she goes back to her table. There are several moments. It seems like she is intending to grab some food of this woman's plate. It's a very complicated situation, isn't it? Our world is increasingly hard to live in. Everything is so expensive. And situations like this happen more and more, right? The client is there, distracted by her cell phone, chatting, and the girl is always looking at her plate of food, right? We don't know what is happening in this girl's life. What happened? Why she is doing there alone? And then the client comes out. And just look what the girl is going to do. The kid watches in silence as the customer walks away, and very slowly, trying not to attract anyone's attention, she approaches the plate of food. And at that moment, the client is still busy, talking on her cell phone. Maybe she is a businesswoman. I'm not sure. The girl waited patiently for the woman to leave so she could eat. And we see, right? Today's world is complicated, and we see these little girls in a situation of hunger. It is very sad. Children should not have to face these types of situations. We don't know what happened to her family, what could have happened for her to get to this point. And she even took a while to eat the food because the customer was still around. So she must have been embarrassed, but she sat down to make sure it was hers, right? At that moment, the waiter arrives, and his attitude surprised the girl and will surprise you too. The waiter went to take the plate because the woman was gone, right? But we see that the girl wants to keep the plate with her because she has not eaten yet. She, poor thing, she was hungry, wasn't she? It is a very delicate situation. Because of this, the waiter sits down to talk and explains that it is not her food, that she cannot have it. He has to take it back to the kitchen, okay? He can't allow it. Even more so because he's just an employee. He's not the owner of the restaurant, after all. So he gets up again to take the plate away, but the girl doesn't let him. And he's a little embarrassed. He explains to the girl again that he can't leave the plate there, that she should understand. It is not an easy situation for the man either. It is painful to deny a child a plate of food, but what could he do? He was afraid of being fired, and we see that at that moment she is crying a lot because how long should this girl have been starving, right? How long she waited for this moment, right? She was very sad, crying because there was no other solution for her. The dish that was there was the one that was going to feed her, the one that was going to satisfy her stomach a little, right? It's a sad situation. I wonder what's going on, don't you? In the girl's head. But keep watching. Look what happened. The waiter came back. Look at the joy on the girl's face. Look at that. The girl's joy. He came back, bought juice with his own money, brought her a pot. I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like something with various snacks. The girl's genuine joy is contagious. Look how her face changed from sadness to happiness. Look how an attitude can change a person's life, right? The life of a little girl. Well, what we see is that the world should have more examples like this, you know? We should try to help people in need, especially children. Sometimes we talk, we judge others. We say with our mouths that we are going to do something, that we are going to make a difference. But what changes the world are attitudes, not words. And the attitude of this waiter, well, congratulations to him. The girl, my God, that food, surely, at that moment, was the best gift she could have received. Congratulations to this waiter. This is a wake-up call to all of us.